Oh, I am super excited to be using Malevolence Wax. We have never before seen this typing, okay? Revenant and Krakaloa Soulburst 2? Okay then, hopping into the first battle, the first Malevolence Wax that we'll be using is the Specialty Goggles set. Also, this is a really cool team because they're mostly Brawler types, which is really good for my Spirit typing. Although, I'm really hoping I can get a Shatter off to potentially get some Babs up. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it low. Not against the Eurosol. That thing is super, like, hard hitting. It'll definitely just one-shot me, so I have to go for the withdraw immediately. Oh. Okay, they have Eliguana. Luckily, I actually just switched into Lashen. I'm assuming they expected Shatter, but no, absolutely not. Not with the Eurosol. Yes, I can hit it quad effect, but it'll speeds me, and it'll probably one-shot me anyway. So I don't mind this switch low. Eliguana can go for Flash and Flee. They can go for Zip Zap, but I'm throwing out a Slap Down. The only issue that Malevolence Wax has, which kind of makes it a pretty garbage specialty user in general, even like goggles that I'm using or boots, is light types. We can't really hit light types, which obviously super sucks. But at the same time, we have got Rant to hit them, but we don't really want to be locking ourselves into a Rant. That means we are forced to constantly make predictions for when those light types are switching in. Not every light type like Charonix is weak to Rant, so it can get very messy. Either way, I'm clicking Fade Away. They go back into Eliguana. I'm fine with this, but I can just go for Slapdown again. I don't really understand this play. Actually, I can go into Maraith. Yeah, I can switch into Maraith here. They can't go for Flash and Flee on Maraith either. And if they switch out into a Null or Brawler type, I wouldn't mind it. It's just Eurosol I don't want to deal with. Tase! Don't care. Physically, do not care. I'm gonna go for a Baffle here. I don't think Eliguana's gonna stay in. I mean, what's it gonna do? I could actually Dark Surge. Weakening the Eliguana is definitely priority number 1 right now. Super range bulk it and light type. But I'm just gonna go for Baffle. They actually went for a double Tase, which is pretty scary. Not gonna lie. Very scary. I guess I'll go Stratusol here and throw off a Sol move. I don't really want to lose Stratusol, though. Stratusol is really, really nice and very handy to keep. So maybe I go Banoki? Eurosol resists all my moves, though. Like, it kind of sucks. So I guess I'll just go back into Lashent. Yeah, this is a little bit annoying, not gonna lie. I'm gonna click Slapdown again low. Yep, Eliguana's just trying to tase my Loomians. So far, the only 2 Loomians that have been tased are my slow Pivoters, so... Oh no, my slow Loomians are slower. It doesn't really matter for the most part. Oh, Heavy Shield as well? Yikes. Well, hey, at least now I don't have to worry about Eliguana because we will definitely get rid of it with just like 1 Rant. Especially if they switch out, so I don't even have to worry about the potential Rejuvenate either. We're looking goods. I would like to get rid of your Solo if possible, because this thing is really, really annoying. Since it has priority, I'm not trying to deal with priority, and I got fully paralyzed. Why? 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 I just want to rest. Okay. There we are. There's my rest. They're gonna go for Slapdown again. If they're letting me take out Eurosol, I'm all down for it, to be honest. I'm clicking Fade Away, I think. There's no way they go back into Eliguana, right? Okay, Tyrex. This is fine. Even if they are oh my gosh, Tyrex, I just need 1 freaking switch out, man. Just 1. I just need a... Okay, maybe the Paralyzed does kind of suck. Scapegoat, that is really, really bad. Super bad. Did I get fully paralyzed 3 times in a row? Actually, no, I did have a rest in between there. I think I got paralyzed, rested, then double paralyzed. But still, man. Still, I'm gonna have to go for a Timber Thrush. I have to sacrifice Little Shen to get rid of a Scapegoat. Okay, there's Timber. I obviously can't go for Timber again, so I kind of wish I would feint this turn to get my Malevolence Wax onto the field for free. So this turn I'm going to go for Rejuvenate in case they go for a Null Scapegoat. Nope, they take me out. Okay. This is fine. There's no way they're very nimble, so I think my level wax just switches in, right? And we know that they're health amulets. They aren't specialty boots, which we already knew because they click Scapegoat and then Vice Jaws. But yep, we're clicking Fire Breath here. Or do I click Incinerate just so if it somehow lives, it can't hit me super effective with an Earthquake? That would be the galaxy brain play, but I don't think it's worth it. I think we just click Fire Breath, right? There's no way it lives. Withdraw, I would assume El Iguana. Yep, they're sacrificing it. No way this lives. I got rid of the heavy shield. It's one shot. Nice. And now that the biggest issue is gone for Malevolwax, as long as I can get Malevolwax onto the field for free, we should be fine. This is going to be a little bit of a problematic Loomian. Not super range bulky, but it does resist fire, which isn't good, and it hits me super effective. Heerlen, I want to switch into Maraith, but they're definitely going to click Primal Slash, which I'm not super fond of taking, so I guess we'll go Stratosaur, scare them out, unless they go Bane of Haste, which will be pretty scary for me. Nope, just Primal. I'll get a speed boost from that, so we can actually just go for some moves and start dealing some damage. The main issue is you definitely want Babs down or some form of entry hazards. Banana Split is honestly really good for my level wax, but I didn't think it would be necessary with 3 pivoters. So I decided, okay, Babs should be enough. Clearly Loa couldn't get them down in this battle, especially because they had a light type, but now I could just half switch into Maraith, right? I don't know how well Maraith is going to take a Primal Slash, I'm not going to lie. My melee defense stat sucks so bad. I'm going to go for Metal Blast. I'm not Soul Bursting Glow because I don't want to lose my super bulkiness if I have to switch out. But it doesn't matter because I died anyway. Yikes. I guess I should have switched into Maraith. I don't know why I thought they would click Primal Slash again. I'm an idiot. I really thought they would click Primal Slash again. I have no idea why. Physically zero idea. I'm an idiot. So yeah, I should have house switched into Maraith there. I definitely made a big mistake. I guess we'll try and Shatter here. They don't have any immunities now, so we can just always get a free Shatter off. Pyrex, yeah, it's a little bit annoying, but as long as they can't get Scapegoat up, I don't care because I can always go Malevolwax and get rid of it. Although they're actually definitely going to go for a Scapegoat anyway here because they're going to try and get a Paralyze on me. 100%. So I think we go Banoki. Okay, we go for the house switch into Banoki here. On the Scapegoat, my Banoki can break the Scapegoat. Or they go for Vice Jaws. I will just barely live it low. Yikes. Not gonna lie, I was a little bit surprised that they actually went for Vice Jaws that turn and not Scapegoat, but I am not complaining. There's Thunder Chomp, nice. I went for Slapdown just in case they switched out into Your Soul or something, but now that they haven't got Scapegoat up and I can go into my level wax for free, I am pretty safe to just click Spectral Burst, right? Pyrex should go down. I can hit the I don't remember the knockouts. I can hit knockout super effective. Your Soul does not want to be taking this. This was actually their only thing that could potentially outspeed me with priority moves. So yeah, now that that's gone, I mean, what's your last Loomian? Okay, knockout we've already seen. I'm pretty sure I can one-shot it. Knockout Tyrex, what's your Ulla one? I could actually go for another withdraw into Maraith here. I don't know if it's worth it low. I think Spectral Burst should be enough, right? Knockout has no range defense. I'm praying Malevolwax. I'm praying. Okay. Ooh. It probably wasn't close, and I was just worried for nothing, but it's been a while since I've seen a knockout. Tatab. Good job I didn't click Incinerate, because that would have actually got rid of my fire typing, so Timber Fresh would have freaking hit really hard. Okay, yeah. I resist, or are immune to all of Tatab's moves. Timber Fresh, I should live. It does a freaking decent amount though, damn! That is probably Glovesland, maybe? I mean, I know Tap hits hard, but really 60 damage from a resisted hit on a Malevolence is like fairly bulky? Fairly? Also, yeah, this matchup was insane. Not gonna lie. All I had to do was remove the light type Loomian, and I could just spam Spectral Burst. Once the Tyrex got low enough on health and I didn't need to lock myself into Fire Breath, it was game over. If that Tyrex switched out on my Banoki instead of staying in, I would have had a lot tougher of a time, because I would have to click Fire Breath on the Tyrex, and then if Tyrex switched out and did something else, I'd have to go into my Marave to try and like somehow get the Tyrex back onto the field to weaken it a little bit, or just sacrifice Marave. It would have been a mess if like Tyrex didn't just take a hit from Banoki, so I appreciate it, man. So yeah, that's the Goggles one. Okay then, hopping into the next battle, now we're using the Stallbreaker Malevolence, which I will say, I was originally using Provoke, although I couldn't get any good battles that Provoke would actually have helped me. Although, it's kind of funny to say that because they have the Gargolem, so Provoke actually would be kind of useful in this battle. So I switched out for Scapegoat, which in most situations is just better. Okay then, let's go for the Marave lead and hope for the best. I want to try and get some Babs down. That is a Zulong. Yeah, could hit me with a Fire Breath, but I don't think I really care. I want some entry hazards down. If I go for the withdrawal low into Jalussa, I'm going to be a pretty big disadvantage, because I don't really have a great switch in for it. Not going to lie, everything in my team is kind of weak to it, except for Marave. But I think in a 1v1, I think Marave just always loses that. It ain't gonna stop me from clicking Shatter Low. They do click Zip Zap, which means we're most likely gonna see that Jalussa enter the field now, right? Why? Damn it, why? I want to hit it so bad with Dark Surge, but it's definitely gonna be, ow. Definitely gonna be a Rageful plushie, so I'm gonna baffle the heck out of here. Just realized as well, this is actually a really bad matchup. I just saw the, Gargolem defense, I thought, ooh, Malevolence looks good here. I can always get a Scapegoat off against it. They have a really bulky light type, which Malevolence is really, really bad into. Okay, let's go Lashent here. They most likely have Frost Beam? Pretty sure I took away Deep Freeze, but I'm pretty sure it has Frost Beam still. I'm gonna click Slap Down to get rid of Rageful. They switch out into Wintrix. Nice. This is most likely Goggles, I would assume. Or Boots. Goggles. Yeah, that's actually really freaking scary. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds super scary. I want to go into Wintrix here, but that's probably a bad idea, because I don't technically resist its moves, so I'll probably get two-shotted. Kinda sucks not having Babs up low. But at the same time, I kind of have to go into it. It's either this or the Eliguana. So I guess we might as well go into Marave. We actually. Oh, I was gonna say we might just live a hit from it. Not anymore. It got a freaking range attack increase. What is that? Okay, I'm gonna go for the Baffle. Okay, they have spatter. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot it had that. And it got a critical hit. That wasn't necessary, but okay. I wanted the Baffle for my Malevolence. Yeah, Malevolence is not looking good here. I guess we just go Halvantic and we click... I want to click Nowligash, expecting the Gargolem defense to switch in, I would assume. No, it's Jalussa. That's fine. Yes, they're gonna get Rageful plushie increase, but I am gonna do so freaking much. Okay, well hey, Light type is out of the equation, so Malevolence might actually do something. I'm just really hoping that they have Gargolem, otherwise trying to get a Scapegoat off is going to be really, really painful. And also, Zulong outspeeds me, can hit me super effective. Wintrix outspeeds me, can hit me super effective. Metronet can't hit me super effective, though, so I don't mind this. So, Metronet, Wintrix, Zulong. Please have Gargolem, but I feel like you probably would have gone into it if you had it, since I went into Halvantic, so maybe you don't. I'm gonna go into Lashent here. I want to go into Malevolence, but I'm not sure if I want to hard switch into it. That's probably not a good idea. So I might as well go into Lushent. Probably get hit by... I mean, you could have, not Raging Fire, Pyrokinesis, but I feel like you're probably going to go for Psycho Blast, right? Either way, I'm clicking Fade Away. I don't care. Okay, let's see. Pyro, yeah. I mean, that is going to hit us pretty down hard, but they're at -1, so... It could have just one-shot us, which would have been pretty bad. Because they went for that, we could probably just hard switch into Malevolent Wax now, to be honest, so I will. I don't think they're going to switch out. They're most likely just going to click that move again. I'm going to take a little bit of damage, but with the health amulets, I should be completely fine. I should actually heal off the most of that. Yep, let's go for a Scapegoat. The reason why Scapegoat is nice is because, yes, they have got a Zulong, so actually it resists both of my moves. But if they had like something like, I don't know, something weak to Spirit but resist Fire, instead of clicking like Flare Blast and like, oh no, like switch into their Fire type, I can click Scapegoat. Because I got Health Amulet, I get to choose a move free, like completely free to like decide, okay, they switched out, let me pick the best move rather than just wasting all my energy. Hearlo, I kind of want to go for Peace of Mind, but it's definitely a waste. We could go for Scapegoat, honestly, just keep spamming it to waste the Zulong's energy. I could probably get like false Scapegoats off right by the time Zulong runs out of energy, so it's not a terrible idea, but I'm not going to do any damage to it. I think... Let me think. I think we go for Flare Blast for the chance to burn. Phantom Blast just hits both opponents in doubles, right? So let's do that. Elemental Bursts, that's fine. Come on, don't miss. That's also the only issue of running both of them. They have a 80% accuracy on both of them, so there's always a chance I might miss. 1 in 5, I might miss. And knowing my luck, it's always gonna freaking happen. Okay, well... Because our Scapegoat broke, we might as well just go into Eliguana. And I'm trying to think, do they have a plant type? I don't remember, but I'm just going to click Flush and Flee regardless. Zulong has to go for Rest here or just withdraw. It only has enough energy for one move. Let go, Wrestling. Okay, good to know. Wrestling can't hit Malevolent Wax either, so this is also super, super free Scapegoats. Yeah, because they have, what, Blaze and Brawler type moves, that's generally about it. So yep, I can go for another Scapegoat. If they go back into Zulong, I'm protected from the only one move they can click. Yeah, they stay in. Electro Punch I also resist. Don't Paralyze, thank you, because I'm behind the Scapegoat now. They shouldn't be able to break it in one hit. Obviously, this would be way better if this was a range attacker, because I could Peace of Mind with them still hitting me, so I get progressively even tankier as well. Here, I'm actually gonna click Peace of Mind because I can, for free. That shouldn't one-shot my Scapegoat, I'll take it. Yeah, Scapegoat is just so much better than Provoke. Provoke is nice, but there are like so many things that Malevolent Wax is kind of weak to, so like Venilon, it could hit you with Adaptive Assault and poison you. It has a Mudslide now as well. So it's just like one of those awkward Loomians where Provoke is good in very specific situations. Scapegoat all around though is just better. So I was using Provoke originally, but yeah, this is just such a better upgraded move. Well, I don't see anything wrong here with going for another Peace of Mind. I can't get too greedy, but because they're most threatening Loomians for Malevolent Wax is like, what, Wintrix and Zulong, I don't really care. They're probably going to try and go for a crit or a paralyze here, to be honest, which is kind of scary that they're still trying to go for it. Hearlo, okay, I'm actually running pretty low on health. I really wanted to click Phantom Blast, but I can only use one more move after that. I think I go for a wait here, maybe? The Wrestling is also running out of energy. I want to go for a wait, and then next turn I Scapegoat. Okay, so Scapegoat uses, what, 1/4 of my health, right? Yeah, 1/4, so 25%. 1/4 of 165 is like, what, like 40... like somewhere in the 40s? Like 41, 42? I can go for a wait, and then Scapegoat next turn. Okay, Electro Punch. The rest one might only have enough energy for one more move as well. So now we can go for Scapegoat again, because they outspeed me. We might as well go for it this turn. Ah, they went for the wait this turn. It's fine. We're just gonna go for Scapegoat again anyway. It just means I get a little bit more health back. Okay, Electro Punch again. There's my Scapegoat broken. It's getting set right back up. Okay, now we can start attacking. The only issue low is still is, I could still miss, and my Scapegoat is only going to take one move. If I actually critical hit me there, that would have been super bad as well. Phantom Blast, glad I didn't miss it. We're not out of the woods yet, okay, I could still miss a move, but it's most likely going to be the Zulong, so I can throw off 2 moves, I guess. I can just use Fire Breath or Fire Blast twice. Yeah, Zulong. Makes a lot of sense. I'm just gonna Flare Blasts twice because they can only go for 1 elemental burst to break my Scapegoat. They're out of energy, so I gotta hit them with a second one. And yeah, it looks like I'm actually gonna be able to 2-shot this thing. I could actually go for another Scapegoat, but I don't think it's worth it. I think we just go for the Flare Blast. Honestly, that is probably the best I'm gonna have a Malevolx go for this specific Stallbreaker one. It's been tough to use it, not even gonna lie. It has been really, really tough, because I was mostly using Provoke. This is like the second battle I've used Scapegoat in, and it's worked immediately! It's worked straight away. Oh. I forgot about the Metronet. I forgot about this. I'm probably gonna lose the battle, but hey, the Levelwax did something, so I'm fine. I am at +2 range defense, so I could probably take 1 move. I don't know about Tula, that is the biggest issue. I think I just let Malevolx go down here. It did its job, okay? It actually took down a Zulong, which is awesome. But yeah. Oh, Peace of Mind? That might be a throw. If I land this flare, this is going to do a lot of damage. That might have been a throw. It depends if it can KO me. Because I'm at +2. No. If I hit, that was definitely a throw. Okay, my level X is still going. Let's go. I was like super confident it was probably going to faint. So that means if they attacked me twice instead of Peace of Minding, my level X would have gone down. Because Peace of Mind only gives you a +1 range attack stat, so it's only a 50% increase. So if you're attacking at 150% damage, rather than attacking twice, which is 100%, so twice would be 200%, you might as well just attack twice. The only situation where that makes sense is if that is a Magnify instead of Peace of Mind, because that will double your range attack stat, which is basically just the equivalent of attacking twice, but uses less energy than clicking Psycho Blast twice. Well, I'm definitely going to let Malevolx go down this time. If they got greedy, okay, I mean, hey, I would definitely try and get another Flare Blast off, although this actually was their boot user, right? I definitely could go Halvantic here, but I'm going to go Lashent just to weaken it a little bit. Just to make sure if everything goes wrong, I don't know how it would, but I've got a little bit of like fallback, right? Okay, they go for the Resonate. Oh, actually, that could increase their range attack stat, so that honestly could just cancel out what I just did. But nope, we will go Halvantic low, and I think this is their last Loomian, right? Yes, so Thunder Crash should be enough. Oh, damn. This specific set was really tough with Provoke. Okay, moving on to the final set, which is now the Bulky Attacker, which is very similar to the Stallbreaker one that we just went over, but instead of speed investment, we're defense invested. Okay, I'm also going to lead off with it, because I'm anticipating the Gobademic lead, so unless they have Airblade, they can't hit me super effective, and I think I actually resist every move that Gobademic has, so easy Scapegoat. I can try and avoid all of the Muck Blast poisons as well, which is really nice. So yeah. So like, obviously, Poison, because they're faster, they could have poisoned me. Like Provoke, I can also block the poison, but I'm really slow on this one. So honestly, yeah, the Stallbreaker on the Scapegoat is just so much superior. It did go for a Fire Enchantment, which is fine. Babs is fine. I'm going to try and get to +6 if they let me. If my Scapegoat stays up for that entire time, nice. Also, on this one, because we're like running a more defensive one, I guess actually I probably should only the opposite way around for the Stallbreaker one, because it's frail. It doesn't really want to miss a move. I guess I should have run the 100% accurate moves. And the defensive one is pretty bulky, so we can afford to miss one, but I'm running Fire Breath and Spectral Burst on this one, but You can also switch them around if you wanted more powerful options. Just watch out for the accuracy. It can definitely mess you up. Gobidemic doesn't break my scapegoat in one shot. Love to see it. Might not even break it in a second Muck Blast, since I got 2 Peace of Minds off now. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. There's the Muck Blast again. Doesn't break it again? Damn, and I'm wasting all of the Gobidemic's energy. Now here, we could actually go for Scapegoat, so if it gets broken, we set up immediately again. But because they're so low in energy, they can only go for 1 more Muck Blast. We might as well prioritize a Peace of Mind first, right? Also, their Fire Enchantments are better. And Muck Blast. Yeah, I'm at +4, so we're going to start doing a lot of damage once this Fire Enchantment ends, which is right now. The only issue is I am fairly low on energy now since we've gone for 4 Peace of Minds. That's 100 energy. Okay, they go for a wait. I don't care, man. So what? The last time it took you 3 Muck Blasts to get rid of my Scapegoat, so it might take 4 now, honestly. I'm gonna go for a Peace of Mind again here. Fire Enchantment again. Yeah, I mean, they're out of energy. I'm gonna go for a rest this turn to get all of my energy back, because there's a good chance they might switch out here. I don't know what they would switch into, though. Like, Chiente is super frail, even with the Fire Enchantments. I should be able to get rid of it. And I think all of their other Loomians are, like, generally range attackers, aren't they? Or am I forgetting something? Okay, Bobs. Yeah, Bobs are pretty scary, but I could not really care less right now. This is most likely running Clutch Plushie, so if I can one-shot it, it should stay around for another turn, which is actually good for me, because that means Fire Enchantment will end at the exact same time I knock it out, so don't mind. Spectral. It does take it down to Clutch, even with the Fire Enchantment, so hey, love to see it. So that means this Gobidemic is probably running what? Barbs? Muck Blast, Fire Enchantment? I wonder if it's running Near Enchantments or Poison Barbs. Not sure. Not sure. I think we just go for a Spectral Burst again. I want to go for another wait, but it's probably a bad idea. I don't want them to set up Fire Enchantment again. Muck Blast, that would have been bad if it critical hitted us and got rid of my Scapegoat, but we're fairly bulky, so I think we would have been fine. That critical hit was not necessary. Like, I had quite literally 1 health. I ain't complaining, though. A Mask. We already know that their Gobidemic had Clutch Plushie, so this physically can't. It could go for Fade Away Low. Yeah, that will probably break my Scapegoat, but whatever's switching in is taking a Fire Breath, and I'm at +6, so it definitely should go down. I would actually love it if it's Chienta. Fishgana. This might actually outspeed me because I'm running Sluggish. It actually lives though, damn. Damn. Although, because it's a range attacker, it's not going to do any damage to me. Mudslides. Yeah, even if it was a Tsunami, it would have done proportionally a little bit better. So yeah, we don't care about that. Honestly, I think I can go for a rest or a wait here, and I don't think they can break my Scapegoat either way. Let's see. Provoke. That's fine. I don't mind that. I didn't realize Provoke could go through Scapegoats. It's been a while since I've seen anybody use Provoke, other than myself realizing, dang, I really can't get a good battle with this. I'm just going to switch it out. We can Spectral Burst here, Len. They should Tsunami? No. Do they not have Tsunami, Len? Provoke. Mudslides. Ability is probably Regift, obviously. Then they most likely have what? Stratagem, maybe? Maybe Peace of Minds? The Chienta's back. We're clicking Fire Breath once again. Do not care. Fade Away. Yeah, it's going to break my Clutch, but I don't care. I mean, hey, Level X has done a pretty good job so far. And it is into the Cuda. Yeah, another water type, but this is nowhere near as bulky as Fishgana. So this should just go down. Yeah, that is quite unfortunate. The Mamas should switch back in here and go for a Nulla Fade Away. We just click Fire Breath again. Actually, We could go for Spectral Burst, but if it's the if it's the Chi Enter, I need to click Fire Breath. I'm gonna click Fire Breath regardless. They could also go for Primal Slash, I guess, as well, which would make Spectral Burst a quad resisted move. So yeah, we'll Fire Breath. I'm actually happy with the job that Malevolwax has done. We should take this, I'm pretty sure. Actually, pretty well. Yeah, we actually tanked that really, really well. Zulong, yeah. We could have gone for Spectral. So that's what? Is that 4 Loomians down? I think that's 4 Loomians down, right? That's Zulong, Dakuda, Fishkana, Gobidemic. Okay, if you're gonna use the Scapegoat one, I think the bulky one is definitely better than like the fast Stallbreaker one, because you can take a hit pretty darn well. I'm gonna lose it low to my mask, but I am very happy with the good job that we've done. Oh, we actually went for a wait. If I had just 2 more energy, man, I could have Spectral Bursted it. Yet it resisted, but it still probably would have gone down anyway. Fine, just KO my Malevolwax. That should knock me out, right? That's stronger move, and it critical hits me. I want to say it probably still knocks me out regardless. Either way, I have a couple of options to go into here. I have a couple of options. I got Stratosaur or Helvantic. I guess we'll go Stratosaur, just Soul Burst immediately, we'll outspeed it. And we'll go for... Oh, they made themselves into an ancient dark type, so I can actually hit it quite effective now as well. Okay, Stratosaur, get rid of this mask for me. So honestly, thinking about it, I think the bulky Scapegoat user is definitely better than the fast Scapegoat user. But if you're specifically wanting a Malevolwax that is a Stallbreaker, then obviously the faster your Malevolwax is, the better Provoke will be, because they can outspeed a lot of more Loomians, and Provoke them before they can even use their support move. So I guess technically the fast Stallbreaker one is better using Provoke than the slower one, but obviously the bulkier one can take way more hits with the Scapegoat, so it stays up for longer, which overall is better. Also, yeah, we have Raging Fire on this one, which didn't really help us that much, but it doesn't matter because we didn't need it. Okay, and jumping into the sets, starting off with the Specialty Goggles set, we're running 200 speed TPs to be as fast as possible, and the 200 range attack TPs will let us hit as hard as possible. The 76 energy TPs at level 50 will give us a total of 250 energy, which will let us use 5 Fire Breaths. The 8 range defense TPs will force Porygon to get a melee attack stat increase rather than a ranged one, and then the 16 health TPs are leftovers. For the personality, I'm running Nimble and Smart to increase our speed and range attack stats even more so, although I guess very smart or very nimble would also be fine. For the held item, we're running Specialty Goggles, which will increase our damage by 50%, although we will be locked into the first move that we use. Then for the ability, we're running the secret ability, Devious. This will let us ignore all our Loomian's abilities when attacking, so if for example I want to spam Fire Breath, I don't have to worry so much about something like Raging Fire Ikazune switching in to absorb it. And then finally for the moves, we're running Fire Breath and Spectral Burst as our strongest spammable stab moves. Incinerate is our strongest move in general, although it has a pretty big drawback in us having to switch out of the battle after using it. And then we have Rant for coverage to hit Light-type Loomians. Although there are a few more options like Flare Blast, Phantom Blast, Shrew Blast, Gamma Pulse, or Fade Away, and there's probably even a couple more that are a little bit more niche. Next up, let's go over the Stallbreaker set, which we're running 200 speed TPs to be as fast as possible, the 192 range attack TPs will then let us hit as hard as possible, and the 108 energy TPs at level 50 will give us a total of 256 energy, which will let us use 3 Peace of Minds or Provokes, and then we can use 3 Flare Blasts or Phantom Blasts. For the personality, we're running Nimble and Smart to increase our speed and range attack stats even more so. For the held item, we're running a health amulet to make setting up Peace of Minds a little bit easier, but it will also let us heal off chip damage from things like hazards. Then for the ability, we're running the secret ability Devious, which will let us ignore all our Loomian's abilities when attacking. So if we want to spam Flare Blast for example, we don't need to worry about something like Raging Fire Ikazune switching in to absorb it. And then finally for the moves, we're running Flare Blast and Phantom Blast as our strongest stab options. Peace of Mind will let us set up to deal even more damage, and then we have Provoke to let us prevent the opponent from using support moves. Although there are some other options like Fire Breath and Spectral Burst if you don't want to deal with the more powerful and accurate moves, And then you can also switch out Provoke for Scapegoat, which also pairs really well with Peace of Mind and Health Amulets. And finally, let's go over the bulky attacker, which we're running 200 range attack TPs to let us hit as hard as possible. The 76 energy TPs at level 50 will give us a total of 250 energy, which will let us use 2 Peace of Minds and then 4 Fire Breaths or 5 Spectral Bursts. And then the 200 health and 24 melee defense TPs will let us increase our overall bulk. For the personality, I'm running very smart to let us deal even more damage, although I guess robust smart would also be fine. For the held item, we're running a health amulet, which will let us set up Peace of Minds a little bit easier, but it will also heal off the health we lose from Scapegoats. Then for the ability, we're running Raging Fire, which will let us absorb fire type moves, and if we're hit by one, we'll recover some energy back, which will give us another free way to get mid-level wax into the battle without taking damage, while at the same time it'll help us with our fairly low energy stat as well. And then finally for the moves, we're running Fire Breath and Spectral Burst as our safest spammable stab moves. Peace of Mind will let us set up to become even bulkier and to hit even harder, and then Scapegoat will make it easier to set up Peace of Minds, but it'll also keep us safe from things like status ailments or even potentially one-hit KOs. Although I guess there are some little move options like Flare Blast and Phantom Blast if you want to hit even harder, just be wary that they aren't 100% accurate, so they aren't super safe to click.